Welcome to the Paul Levette Show, the show where truth meets bold patriotism. I am your host, Paul Levette, a proud and unapologetic Black American conservative. Today we are bringing you breaking news from Los Angeles, California, where Immigration and Customs Enforcement has carried out several immigration enforcement actions. This has sparked significant protests, with some reports detailing instances of lawlessness in the streets. So, exactly what did ICE do? Note first that this video contains real-world events that some viewers might find disturbing. It is presented for educational and documentary purposes to provide journalistic context and analysis of the situation. Also, any copyrighted material used in this episode is under fair use and is for educational, critique, and commentary purposes. So, what happened this weekend to spark these protests? Beginning on Friday, June 6, 2025, ICE initiated a series of widespread operations and raids across the Los Angeles area. These included workplace raids. Noticeably, ICE officers executed search warrants at multiple locations, including a clothing warehouse in the Fashion District, where workers were detained. This followed a judge finding probable cause that the employer was using fictitious documents. Arrest of immigrants. The Department of Homeland Security stated that ICE operations in Los Angeles resulted in the arrest of 118 immigrants, with 44 of those occurring during Friday's operations. DHS also noted that these arrests included individuals linked to criminal organizations and those with prior criminal histories. Detentions at federal facilities. Following the arrests, there were reports from civil rights groups and witnesses that some immigrants were being held in federal detention centers, including potentially in the basement of the federal building, which ICE denies. These protests have continued for several days and have seen clashes between demonstrators and law enforcement, leading to various incidents of lawlessness. These include clashes with law enforcement. Protesters have confronted federal agents and local police with reports of federal agents firing flashbang grenades, tear gas, and pepper balls to disperse crowds. Throwing objects. Some protesters have thrown rocks, bottles, concrete, and other objects at law enforcement vehicles and officers. The FBI is looking for information to guide them toward these individuals who have committed these assaults against federal officers and causing property damage. Vandalism and fires. There have been reports of LAPD car being vandalized, cars being set on fire in Compton, and protesters setting other items ablaze in the streets. Self-driving Waymo cars have also reportedly been ignited in downtown Los Angeles. There's many videos of that. Also, blocking traffic. Protesters have walked onto and blocked major roadways in Los Angeles, including portions of the 101 freeway, bringing traffic to a standstill. In response to the protests and lawlessness, President Donald Trump has authorized the deployment of at least 2,000 National Guard troops to Los Angeles County.
Even if you're not planning to invoke the Insurrection Act, you still plan to send troops?
Well, we're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to our country. We're not going to let our country be torn apart.
What is the bar for sending Marines to
the bar is what I think it is. I mean, if we see danger to our country and to our citizens, we'll be very, very strong in terms of law and order. It's about law and order.
A move that California Governor Gavin Newsom has criticized as purposely inflammatory and an alarming abuse of power. It is also reported that the president has put 500 Marines on standby if needed. The president is not playing around when it comes to the issue of those in the country illegally. He, via the border czar, Tom Homan, are removing those who are in the country illegally. Initially, the focus has been on criminal aliens in the country. The focus today is still primarily on criminal aliens, but is expanding to others. Democrats such as Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris are demagoguing the president's use of the National Guard. Normally, the governor of a state controls the National Guard, but the president also has the right to activate and deploy them. I believe that Governor Newsom's actions or inactions appear to be prioritizing political value and photo optics rather than immediate efforts to control the situation, which could have serious consequences. But President Trump has learned from the January 6th breach of the Capitol building, where there was insufficient law enforcement present. So, between the National Guard and the Los Angeles Police Department's early responses, law and order will be maintained and quickly restored throughout LA where needed without violating citizens' right to peacefully assemble and protest. As of tonight, Sunday, January 8th, 2025, I do not find any widespread protests. They appear to be in pockets throughout the city that LAPD is managing. Governor Newsom has also announced that he will be suing the president tomorrow over his use of the National Guard. Sadly, but not surprisingly, the governor's lawsuit works contrary to law and order. We will continue to monitor the situation. Finally, KTLA has reported that numerous arrests have been made throughout the weekend by various law enforcement agencies. Well, until next time, thanks for joining us. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. And be sure to carry on the conversation in the comments below.